Okay, last time. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Tyler, wake up! You're gonna be late for school again! Where is my son?
Mom, leave me alone.
Mom, who are you? Where is he?
Can't you just let me sleep? What's wrong with you? This family is so lame.
Get help from the partnership at drugfree.org.
From the moment these babies are born, they depend on their parents' natural instincts to teach them how to survive. So why is the animal with the most highly developed communication skills on Earth unable to talk to its children about the very real danger of marijuana? Trust your instincts. Talk to your children. It's perfectly natural.
Kids, let's go. Hey, Mom. Who are you? Where's my daughter? Chill out, Mom.
Who's that?
Who's that? Oh, I can't wait till I'm 18. Hey, girlie. Yeah, what time you want to meet? What?
Get help from the partnership at drugfree.org.
What about those who think you already are?
Just pretend I'm not here. That's crack?
There's a better way to find information about drugs, so you can talk to your kids. Get the tools at drugfree.org from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Hey, yo, get off my car. Let me get that money, man. What are you doing? Got you. Give me the stuff. Yo, what are you doing?
Good evening. Just pretend I'm not here.
Yo, can I help you?
Are you selling drugs?
There's a better way to find information about drugs, so you can talk to your kids. Get the tools at drugfree.org from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Tell him you're studying.
Just tell him you have to stay late for practice.
Or the school play.
Just wear these. They'll never know.
Just tell him you need your privacy.
Tell him you need money for school supplies.
Yeah, school supplies.
Why is talking to your teen about pot so important? Because you're not the only one doing the talking. Be clear, be firm, be a parent.
Or tell them you learned all about pot from school.
Tell him you're studying.
Just tell him you need your privacy.
Tell him you need money for school supplies.
Yeah, school supplies.
Why is talking to your teen about pot so important? Because you're not the only one doing the talking. Be clear, be firm, be a parent.
Tell him you're studying.
Just tell him you have to stay late for practice.
Or the school play.
Just wear these. They'll never know.
Just tell him you need your privacy.
Tell him you need money for school supplies.
Yeah, school supplies.
Why is talking to your teen about pot so important? Because you're not the only one doing the talking. Be clear, be firm, be a parent.
Or tell me you learned all about pot from school.
Tell him you're studying. Just tell him you need your privacy.
Tell him you need money for school supplies.
Yeah, school supplies.
Why is talking to your teen about pot so important? Because you're not the only one doing the talking. Be clear, be firm, be a parent.
Even if you can't hear their cries, if someone you know has a problem with drugs or alcohol, they need your help. Substance abuse treatment can work, especially with the support of family and friends. Give them a voice. Visit drugfree.org today.
Can I take your order?
Give me 15 cheeseburgers.
Come on. Can I take your order?
Can I take your number?
Can I take your order?
You got any egg?
Can I take your order?
Man, I don't have any money. I don't have any money. All right, well, hey, go.
Man, watch out!
This is Hugh. This is my son. He started on drugs when he was 16. When his life became confused, unreal, filled with horrifying hallucinations, he ended his life. Get between your kids and drugs any way you can if you want to save the kid's life. Get between your kids and drugs any way you can if you want to save the kid's life.
Hey, Ellen, want a hit? Want to smoke a joint before trying this on?
Here you go, Ellen. You want to get high? We got some great Thai stick in the back.
Smoke. Smoke. Kind buds. Sensei. You're gonna love this stuff. It'll get you really high.
I stole from my little sister.
I got straight D's.
I left my ex-girlfriend 27 messages last night.
I made my mother cry.
I let people draw on me.
I ditched my friends and let them find their own way home.
Marijuana costs you more than you think. Live above weed, live above the influence.
In a roadside study, 1 in 3 reckless drivers who were tested for drugs tested positive for marijuana. It's more harmful than we all thought.
Talk to your little brother about the dangers of drugs. He'll listen, because when you're there is nobody else. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Drug abuse. The Partnership at DrugFree.org.
Here we go. One big push. Big push. And congratulations. It's a teenager.
Don't even think about going to Kevin's.
It takes one powerful mother to have a teen. Learn how to keep yours safe and stay sane at drugfree.org.
Do you know anybody that used drugs? Yeah. You ever did it? Never. Well, some people be pressuring you into doing it. You do it. Not me. I'd never go near it. Would you? No, because drugs mess up your mind. And you can't be what you want to be when you grow up.
I look different. I wish people liked me more. Why do I have to be like this? Strange. I have these thoughts. I wish I were taller, cooler, stronger. Everybody else gets high. I just don't want to. I think a lot of kids smoke pot.
I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't.
Why do I have to be so different? Maybe we're not as different as we think.
Walter is my friend. Walter is not your friend.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. If you go, I'm telling Mom.
But you my brother.
I don't care. Walter do drugs, and you ain't gonna do it with him.
Walter's my friend.
Walter is not your friend.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. If you go, I'm telling Mom.
But you my brother.
I don't care. Walter do drugs, and you ain't gonna do it with him.
Whoa.
I can handle it myself.
You wouldn't face any other disease alone.
Sorry.
Why face drug addiction alone?
You gotta try this.
You know a bad idea when you see one. Live above weed. Live above the influence.
Once again, folks, item J343 is the Surfing Monkey Coin Bank. It's great for graduations, wedding gifts, and I believe we sold out on this one last time, so please do not let this one pass you by. Now let's go to caller Scott in Nashville.
Hello.
Now, Scott, I understand you just bought 15 of our Surfing Monkey Banks. Is that true?
Yeah. Chill, man. I'm on TV.
Some people start slumming as a social thing, you know? I probably wouldn't do it by myself.
That one's mine.
Slumming stands for sticking leeches on myself.
Leeches?
Yeah, leeches.
I don't get it. I've had to confiscate all this. It's a problem.
It's like you hear people talking about slumming over the weekend.
It's hard not to get into it.
Green ones.
But you got the other kind of green, baby?
A little nug, just a teeny one. Please.
Fine.
For him, right?
Fine.
Man, you know, you guys really don't look after me, you know that?
No worries, dude.
Look, Lance, it's not that simple. Your drug test came back. Bill thinks you're a drug addict.
Like, you and I get high all the time. You know it's not a big deal.
I don't come in here every day 2 hours late, always hungover.
You know what, dude? Don't even worry about it.
Look, Lance, it's nothing personal, you know?
Yeah, dude, don't worry. I got you. Come on, baby. Those things haven't been right. Give me more time.
Time for what? Smoke more crack? God damn it. Why should I live like this, huh? Why should I live like this?
Yeah, no worries, babe. No worries. Let me get in some of that, dude.
You sure? See that?
Yeah.
That's what we want. Sure about this, man?
No worries, dude. Come on. What does she got, dude? What's she got on her?
Here, have fun.
I've seen her before, dude. She's not clean. Shit, man.
High or what? Just fucking sure that.
No worries, man. I got $20. Man, I'll take that.
What the hell you waiting for? Get in!
No worries, man. No worries. No worries.
Smoking weed hurts more than just you.
Don't worry, he can't open it. Yet. Prescription drug abuse can kill. Talk to your teen. At some point, you'll have to replace the child-proof cap with a conversation. Prescription drug abuse can kill. Talk to your teen. Prescription drug abuse can kill. Talk to your teen. Childproof caps don't work forever. Prescription drug abuse can kill.
The toxic fumes from this meth lab are seeping into Jamie's sinus cavity. Ammonia vapors invade her throat. Toxic gases fill her lungs. Jamie's body is deteriorating. And she doesn't even know it.
Jamie, dinner.
So, who has the drug problem now? Find out how meth affects you at drugfree.org/.
Sniffing things to get high can deprive your brain of the oxygen it needs to keep you alive.
Did you know drugs can really mess up your mind? I should know. I've been there. Drugs make me slow. They make it hard to keep up in school. After doing drugs, I'm totally burned out. So do me a favor and get it into your heads. Drugs are bad for your brain. So stay away from drugs.
There are lots of different names for noses. Snout. Snoz. Ski slope. Booger factory. But no matter what kind you have, or what you call it, if you use your nose to sniff household stuff to get high, you could get brain damage. Or die. And that's called just plain stupid!
Somebody has to say something.
These days, most people who get addicted to heroin start by snorting it. They think it's not as dangerous as using the needle. But the fact is, that's right where you'll end up.
There's this thing going around called sniffing. You think you're getting high, but the dizzy, fuzzy feeling is just what happens when your brain doesn't get oxygen. The chemicals get in the way. So it's like you're not breathing. That's how sniffing causes brain damage and death. So when you think you're sniffing, your brain thinks you're drowning. And your brain is pretty much right.
Statistics show that 40% of all kids who smoke marijuana live in the city. Guess where the other 60% live?
My teacher tells us all we gotta do is just say no. And the other day, a policeman came to our class talking about say no too. But my teacher doesn't have to walk home to this neighborhood. And maybe the dealers are scared of the police. But they're not scared of me. And they sure don't take no for an answer.
To Kevin Scott and all the other kids who take the long way home, we hear you. Don't give up.
In advertising, they say one of the surest ways to get your message across is to put celebrities in your commercial. We hope they're right.
Whoa, look at Tommy. He's so stoned. This is totally happening. Look what's happened to him. Yeah, this weed is definitely gross. Like everyone's doing it. It's so uncool. They think I'm so out of it. He's really out of it.
If you or someone you care about has a drug problem, call 213-624-DRUG.
Hi, Mom. Wow. She's great.
Yeah, she smokes. Smoking is real gross.
If you haven't talked to your kids about drugs, make an appointment.
Yo, Mom, what's up?
For a free parent's guide to drug prevention, call 1-800-624-0100.
Don't forget the children. Join Channel 11 and Care for Kids.
Listen to me. I want you to cross at the corner and look both ways because people today will run right over you.
Today, the streets are even more dangerous than you think.
You like flying? I got something that'll really make you fly.
So talk to your kids about drugs, or somebody else will. For a free parent's guide to drug prevention, call 1-800-624-0100.
Hi, KB. Who are your friends?
My dog Donut. My buddy Marty. Hey, Kitty, what's up? My classmate Ocean. Oh, yeah, there's Kelly. She's okay. Hi, I'm Kai.
Who are not your friends?
Well, there's these two guys at school, Jesse and Jeff. Jeff does drugs and he tries to get us to do it too. Jesse thinks he's cool because he hangs out with Jeff. Hey guys, wanna have some fun? No thanks, man. Yeah, get a life, guys.
When others ask you to do drugs, what do you say to them?
I ignore them. I'd rather stick anchovies in my ears. No way. I respect my body, man. I don't want to look and feel like this. Take a chill pill.
Just hanging on the court playing b-ball when these drugged up bugs came out from behind the wall. They said,
"You're no good. We're the best in this neighborhood."
With no delay, the game got underway. The drugged up bugs were too high to play. They couldn't even hold the ball. Couldn't pass, couldn't shoot, couldn't score at all. Couldn't find the paint. In school they thought they was cool, but now they ain't. That's the buzzer. Time to quit. Home B's 100. Drug bug zip. The lesson here is so plain to see. Drug free is the way to be.
Hello, my name's Penny. I think people shouldn't do drugs. They can make you forget things, like which animals have stripes. And your body might get clumsier, so you can't jump rope as good. Drugs can get you in big trouble. You could go to principal's office or go to jail. Then you can't watch TV or eat pizza. Recess is good. Hamsters are good. Birthday parties are real good. Drugs are bad. I wouldn't do drugs. This noise woke me up. It was my older brother, Ricky, looking for money. He was high on crack. He was gonna kill me. I'm never gonna be like him. Can't nobody make me do drugs.
Almost 400 years ago, African Americans were brought to this continent in chains. Stripped of their dignity, torn from their families, they never surrendered till they were free. Don't dishonor them by becoming a slave to heroin, cocaine, and crack. Make no mistake, drug abuse is the new slavery.
This place is a dump, man. You ain't gonna make no money in here. You don't know nothing. I don't know nothing? I know that this is rotten. I know that I don't see no people in here. So where's your gold mine?
It's down the street, man. The school.
The school? Oh, I see. You're gonna get rich on selling gum to school kids.
Not gum, man. This. For $10, the little snot-noses can blow their heads off. The little brats are dying to fry their brains. And I'm only too happy to help them.
So where do they get the money?
Who cares where they get it? As long as they get it.
Crack is maybe the most dangerous thing you can do to your heart. When you do crack, what happens is these toxic chemicals rush through your lungs and then right into your bloodstream. The reaction is like so violent. Your heart just might not be able to take it.
Do you think it doesn't matter if you do drugs? Well, it does matter. Because drugs can make kids die and go away. Then there'll be no best friends to play basketball with. No little brothers or sisters to show how to ride a bike. No you. And that'll make a lot of people sad. You're too special to do drugs. Don't do drugs. Don't die and go away.
Now, kid, all you gotta do is be cool. You just give the stuff to your best buddies. You take it to a party. Tell your friends it's a great high. They should just try it. Tell them it can't hurt them.
I can do that.
Yeah, it's easy. Those kids are gonna be a pushover. Because they like you. You're a hotshot, right? They'll love you for it.
So how much do I charge?
Right now, nothing.
Nothing.
Just give it away. Let them have a free taste. Then you watch. You watch and you see who comes back for more.
And then I start charging.
You're a smart kid. You have a good day at school, Billy boy.
I've always wanted to be like my brother. He used to take care of me all the time. Make sure I never did anything wrong. Just hang around Eric, Mom, and me. Then things started to change. He started taking money from my mom. Everybody told me he was on drugs. I couldn't believe it. Not my fault. But it was true. Drugs killed my brother. Yeah. I miss him.
It might not be easy to talk to kids today, especially about marijuana. But if you don't do it, who will?
Look at this. Marijuana can mess you up. Right. We've been getting high for what? 15 years? Nothing's ever happened. Did I get into other drugs and start mugging people? Nah. Didn't do anything. In fact, I'd say I'm exactly the same as when I smoked my first joint.
Eddie, did you even look for a job today?
No, Ma.
Marijuana can make nothing happen to you, too.
Life is more important than material things. You don't need all the gold and the diamond rings. Yeah, you make a lot of money and you make it fast. You get busted, you going straight to a jail cell, man. It's going on. Police are getting serious. I don't mean to diss, but you gotta get out of this. Straight up, man. It's a known fact. It ain't enough money that can get your life back. Straight up, freeze. Straight up, freeze. Straight up, freeze. Straight up, police. Yo, little brother, what's up with these drugs? You wanna make a lot of money and be a thug? You want these fancy cars to flaunt your money? But then you go to jail like all the other drugs. Straight up, it ain't cool. You know what they say? So you got a 9mm in your face. It's a game you can't win, so don't try to play. Let's spread the word from New York to LA. We're here to tell you that drugs are for suckers. Straight up, police. Straight up, freeze. Straight up, police.
Now hold up. You trying to tell me that smoking a little weed is gonna mess with my coordination? Get off it. Hey, you telling me marijuana's gonna mess up my concentration? I ain't gonna worry about that.
So you saying that smoking herb will affect my memory? That's whack. Because I've been getting high since...
Doing drugs is like being on top of the world. Everyone says so. Everyone seems to be having one dandy old time. Hey, it's part of growing up. Or is it? Just think about this. Before you go and do something you've never done before, you just better know what you're jumping into.
So, you finally got to wear your shoes the right way. You're picking out your own clothes, your own music. You're going to the mall by yourself. And that haircut, that was your idea. You're making your own decisions. So don't blow this one. Don't smoke pot.
If you don't tell your children about the danger of drugs, you may find a problem staring you right in the face. A problem that won't go away, or even worse, one that does. If you don't tell your children about the danger of drugs, you may find a problem staring you right in the face. A problem that won't go away.
No money, no rock. Solve, lose yourself. I'm doing it. Please. Get out of here.
Hi, Richie. I really need to talk to you.
Yeah. I got you covered.
I only want a little. Come on.
Sure, I understand.
Just a couple hits. Richie, I don't have any money. Please.
You mean you bring me out here for nothing? That's a no-no. Understand? What are you, stupid? What do I look like,
Richie,
cherry?
you know I'm good for Richie. You know I'll pay you back. Richie, I just gave you $100.
It's got nothing to do with now. Listen to me. No money, no candy, no crack. You understand? It'll dissolve. Lose yourself.
Richie, come on, don't leave, please.
Listen, shh. Hey, girl, you're gonna get that little red-headed girl, and the both of yous is gonna come over to my crib.
Charlotte?
That's right. We're gonna have a nice little party. Understand me? Then I'll take care of you.
I don't believe it. Creeps. Creep kids! Driving in from the suburbs in their daddy's car to score, and then trying to beat me down on the price. Well, I don't cut my price for nobody! Especially for these rich creeps. I got good stuff. You want good stuff? You're gonna pay for it! They'll be back. They're damn straight. And I'm trying to tell me they can take it or leave it. You just see those little punks, man?
You're gonna be the first one who can take it or leave it.
Yeah. Driving the daddy's big car. Yeah, you know what I'd like to do to them? I'd like to rub their faces.
You know, they're so stupid they deserve to be burned.
Yeah. Ain't good for nothing.
I'll go for something. Good for taking money off.
Hey, man. Got some good crack. Good stuff. What do you need?
I do coke, so I can work longer. So I can earn more. So I can do more coke. So I can work longer. So I can earn more. So I can do more coke. So I can work longer. So I can earn more. So I can do more. So I can work longer.
Always chasing rainbows.
Finally, a perspective on how it really feels to do cocaine. From the inside. Finally, a perspective on how it really feels to do cocaine. From the inside.
How easy is it to get drugs in school?
It's exceptional.
It is.
All you have to do is walk into the bathroom and there it is. Anything you want. Everything. It's like a candy store. Okay, I'll have one of these. And at parties, it's like the hors d'oeuvres.
What's the most popular drug in school?
Crack and pot. Crack and pot.
Yeah, crack too. Crack. But pot.
But mostly crack, because crack is like the in thing to do. And pot. I know that, I won't, or any of my friends won't, because, I know for myself, I've got strong willpower, I've got a strong mind, and I know how to take care of myself, so.
Yeah. If you have control, you won't lead into anything else because that's your choice. And my choice is not to go into crack or coke.
Hey, do you have any crack?
Yeah, I got some. How many you need?
How much is it?
$10 each. Come on.
$10?
$20. You got
Here.
money?
Yeah.
No, you're cute. Here you go. Want some free stuff?
No. Get off of me! Well, I started on pot about a year ago. But, crack really messed me up bad, and, I started on that like a month ago. And, I just wanted to see what it would, you know, be like. Well, if I can get it, you know, if I still have stuff to sell, you know, or if I have money. I mean, it's not even that it's great. I mean, after the first 2 or 3 times, the high doesn't come back. It's just, you're trying to get that first high back, and it never comes back. The depression just keeps getting greater, you know? I'm sorry what I put my family through. And most of all, you know, I'm sorry I ever started. I hate myself for it. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't want to live this life anymore. Please help me.
My friend Nancy's been doing a lot of drugs. I know it's catching up with her. I can see it coming. But what can I do? If I like say anything, she'll think I'm not cool. And I don't want to lose a friend. I mean, it's her life. Right.
If you have a friend who's in trouble with drugs, don't just stand there. Do something.
Hey, Joey. I got some stuff you just gotta try. What is it? Pot. You know, marijuana. Oh, well, I don't know. What, chicken?
Joey's in a jam. What should he do? Kate.
Get a pizza.
Excellent. Get a pizza. Get real.
Get out of there.
You got it. Let's see if Joey's that smart.
I'm not chicken. You're a turkey.
He's right. Drug dealers are dorks. Don't even talk to him. Cowabunga!
To come to my place for a little party. You'll like my friends. They're good listeners. And with this new drug, crack, I'm attracting a younger crowd. Bill here is 16. Tracy, cute gal, 14. So join the party. Try crack. I could use the company.
Team Sumner, friend, this one is free.
No, I better not.
Tell you what, guess which hand it's in, and it's yours. What do you say?
I don't know.
But are we friends or what? Come on.
Okay.
Hey, it's your lucky day.
I better not. Look, I have to go.
A friend who offers you drugs is not your friend. Don't fall in the trap. Don't do drugs.
Now, what's wrong with you? Tonsillitis?
Appendicitis?
Yeah! Nobody's died of tonsillitis around here for a while.
Appendicitis?
Nothing to worry about. Scalpel?
What if the joint were in somebody else's hand, like your surgeon, your lawyer, or your local policeman? Would you still say marijuana is harmless?
Now, let's see if I can still make a straight line.
Son, I figured when you were old enough, I'd talk to you about drugs. I'd tell you they're nothing but poison. Tell you to stay away from the garbage that pushes that junk. Only I never figured that I ought to be telling that to a 13-year-old.
If you don't teach your kids to say no to drugs, it's as good as saying yes.
When she was 6, after a few scrapes and tumbles, her dad taught her how to ride a two-wheeler. When she was 9, he helped her build a telescope that could see the moons of Jupiter. When she was 14, after a lot of giggling and giving up, her mom finally taught her how to hit a wicked two-handed backhand. All through her growing up, Susie's parents taught her well. But for all their love and attention, there was one lesson left untaught. Susie's parents never taught her about drugs. They never told her that drugs maim, drugs kill. So Susie learned one final lesson on her own. When you don't say no to your kids about drugs, it's the same as saying yes.
It's yours?
No,
Your mother said she found it in your closet.
I don't know. One of the guys must have...
Must have what?
Look, Dad, it's not...
Where did you get it?
Dad,
answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's not...
Where did you get it?
Dad,
answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Hey, little dude, send your mama and daddy out of the room. I gotta get you up on this. You know who I am. Snake, dealing in weed, coke, crack, your choice. Take one hit and you'll do anything to cop more. Steal from your mama, lie, cheat on your homeboys. But hey, that's the price you pay when you deal with dudes like me. Now, some folks will tell you that I'm dealing in poison. But hey, do I look like the kind of guy that would do that to a kid like you? Yes!
Only one drug is so addictive, 9 out of 10 laboratory rats will use it. And use it. And use it. Until dead. It's called cocaine, and it can do the same thing to you.
This is the brain activity of a normal 14-year-old. This is the brain activity of a 14-year-old after smoking marijuana. If you use pot, you're not using your brain.
Hello, how are you? I got a great one. It's funny. Stop me if you heard it, okay? Okay, here it goes. There's this guy, right? He's gorgeous, godlike, classical chisel features. Sort of like Michelangelo meets Rambo. I mean, this guy is the perfect picture of health. Athletic, varsity team, president of the Red Meat is Beat Club. We are talking serious health. And this guy, I mean, you know, he wants to be a big man, right? As if 7'6" isn't big enough. Okay, so he goes to this party, right? Thinking, yeah, that's the place to be. That's where all the in crowd hangs out. And I'm telling you, at this party, they're all doing coke and crack like it's some sort of candy. So Mr. Health decides he wants to do some too. He's never done any before. Guess what happens? The fool drops dead. Get it?
One gram of cocaine costs as much as a boombox. 3 grams of cocaine costs as much as a TV. 7 grams, a trip to Paris. A gram a week for a year, a new car. If you're on coke, everything you work for is disappearing. Right under your nose.
My brother's friend Rick wanted to do something special for him for his birthday. He bought him some crack. Maybe it was bad stuff. Maybe they just couldn't handle it. That was 2 years ago. Today. Sometimes I think Rick was a lucky one. He died. Happy birthday, buddy.
blood vessels around the brain are severely damaged. Hemorrhaging occurred. The nose shows chronic use. There's a large hole in the septum. There was probably a flood of adrenaline. The lungs are filled with fluid. And the heart...
Well, the popularity of cocaine has been on the rise over the last 5 years. So have some other things. Cocaine-related emergency room treatments, up 300%. Cocaine-related deaths, up 323%. And thousands of lives down the drain. Now, if for some reason you weren't aware of all this, welcome to the glamorous world of drugs.
My name is Jesse Cordy, and what I'm going to tell you is real. On January 4th, 1987, a passenger train en route between Washington and New York collided with a freight train. In the trial that followed, the engineer admitted to having smoked marijuana and overlooking security measures. They say that marijuana doesn't hurt anyone. But this time, 16 people died. Among them, Laura Cordy, my wife.
When I grow up, I want to be a track star.
No one ever says, I want to be a junkie when I grow up.
I want to be a ballerina.
Yet thousands of kids let getting high make a mess of their lives.
I want to be a nurse.
Don't let drugs get in the way of your dreams.
When I grow up, I want to be a track star.
No one ever says, I want to be a junkie when I grow up. Don't let drugs get in the way of your dreams.
My boy, he's a good boy. He helps around the house, he plays sports. And he promised me he's going to try harder in school. He's a good boy, he stays out of trouble. And thank heaven he stays away from drugs. He's a good boy.
This is your brain. And this is heroin. This is what happens to your brain after snorting heroin. And this is what your body goes through. Wait, it's not over yet. This is what your family goes through. And your friends, and your money, and your job, and your self-respect, and your future, and your life. Any questions?
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Drugs don't just affect your job performance. They can make you lose everything you've worked for, and more. Visit the partnership at drugfree.org.
Remember, when you're vomiting, to kneel. Because if you stand up, you could pass out and bash your head. And always hold on to the sides. Or, if you prefer, the head lean. It's harder to miss that way. Just a few tips for those of you who are going to do heroin. Because you're going to spend a lot of time here.
Mom, Dad, we're pretty close, right? Guess what? 2 seconds away from kicking you out of my life.
You won't even recognize me.
And pretty soon, someone's gonna try to get me to take drugs. Wanna do something about it? You're gonna have to make me tell you where I am and who I'm with. Every day. No matter how much I fight you. Don't like it? Tough. You gotta be the grown-up.
If you have teenagers, I'm asking you to have a very difficult talk with them. Not about sex. For a lot of us, that would be easy compared to drugs. Drugs like cocaine and crack. But you must talk to them about drugs. If you don't talk about it, if you don't fight it, why should they? The idea of your kids using cocaine or crack ought to scare you to death. So please, learn about it and talk about it.
Marijuana, you know, cost me a lot of things. I was liked by all the neighbors, you know. Never really caused any trouble. Next thing I know, I'm getting thrown out of my house, and it's like, you know, I just became a total loser.
What's this? What's this, documentary? Man, right here, this is my business. Buying, selling, whatever, you know. Slow. Business is off, man. Sales are down. Seems like half my customers, they don't even need me anymore, you know? I mean, they're getting high for free out of the medicine cabinets. How am I supposed to compete with that? Got kids? Well, next time something goes south with your kids, don't look at me, man. Ain't my problem. I didn't do it.
Teens don't need a drug dealer to get high.
I wish I did.
Safeguard your prescriptions. Safeguard your teens.
Don't you want some of this stuff?
JJ, now that you've won it all, how are you going hardship?
My man JJ McCormick's not only going hardship, I'm going lottery.
A lot of people will tell you that cocaine not only will get you high, but will take your performance to a different level. But in this game, the higher you go, the closer you get to the battle.
I'm JJ, man.
Every game's a battle, every day is a war.
One game is in your face, the next thing isn't even in the game.
Hey, JJ! What's up, JJ?
You guys seen JJ?
Police announced that they'd arrested J.J. McCormick, small forward.
He works for you. He's got a problem. A drug problem. You've got bigger problems, you say. You've got to worry about your bottom line. Fact is, he's more likely to file workers' comp claims and a lot more likely to miss work. And drug users like him suck millions upon millions from companies like yours every day. To find out how to help your employees and save your company money, call 1-800-WORKPLACE.
I hate you. Why didn't you just leave me alone? I can't believe you went to my room! It's my room! I hate you! You're grounding me? You can't ground me! It's just a little pot! It's just a little pot!
Afraid of a few slammed doors? Get over it.
You ready to do this?
Yeah. Because to help your kid with their problem, first you have to get over yours.
I don't know why I couldn't see it coming. She never said a word. How could I have known? I'd do anything to hear her voice again. I want to hear her say, "I love you," one last time.
Don't be one of the thousands who fall prey to prescription drug abuse. If you or a loved one is suffering, there is help. Talk to someone. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Don't wait until it's too late.
So, your name's Annie, right?
Yeah.
And you said you smoke pot about twice a month, is that?
Yeah, about
Well, when did you start?
7th grade,
And now you're in
8th grade.
8th grade. You notice any drop in your marks since 7th grade?
Yeah, but it wasn't the pot, if that's what you're trying to say.
Well, what do you think it was then?
I don't know. I just got bored.
Bored of school?
Yeah.
Okay, Marty, now you said you smoke pot once a week. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Well, when was the last time?
Friday night.
Friday night. Well, how'd you feel this week? You notice any side effects? Anything? Marty? So, your name's John, right?
Yeah.
And you said you still smoke pot once in a while?
Yep.
You remember the first time you tried it?
Pretty much.
How old were you?
12.
You ever move on to anything harder, like coke or acid or
No,
anything?
man, nothing like that. Not till I was 14.
A, B, D, D, E, F, D, H, I, D, D, L, N, D, 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 A, D, 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 A, D, 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 E, F, D.
And I'll bet my life on it.
And the moment I can feel that you feel that way too is when I fall in love with you.
It's the freshest of feeling, the coolest high. So pick up some heroin and shoot for the sky. Everybody's doing it, doing it. Everybody's doing it. Glamorous parties and night on the town with beautiful people. It's always around. Everybody's doing it, doing it. Heroin for the rest of your life.
Tell you one thing, it's tough being 14. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of tough things out in the streets today.
I've been around and tried everything.
There's a new drug called crack out there.
Been on my own for over a year now.
Crack's made from cocaine, but it's more addicting than cocaine. And some girls who get hooked on crack will walk a long way to get it.
One thing I really don't know about is tomorrow.
You'll never forget the people you hurt when you were high.
Who else has been taking your prescriptions? Keep your medicine and your family safe and secure. Mind your meds. To learn how we can help, visit the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids at drugfree.org.
I took my first handful of pills, and that's when all my priorities seemed to change.
He would ask to use the bathroom in other people's homes.
He just assumed that they would have medication.
He'd go in their medicine cabinets and steal prescription drugs.
I wish I knew really what these prescription pills were.
We were so naive about the whole drug thing.
These are all synthetic forms of heroin.
Keep your medication locked up because you'll never notice that a pill is gone.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Kath and I knew that Jenny'd been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
Everything all right? Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery? Sure. We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. It turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
Kids need something better to do than drugs, like music, because good things can be habit-forming too. So why not encourage your kids' habits?
I'll be right there, Grandma.
Oh, okay, hon. You'll never forget the people you hurt when you wanted to get high.
Who cares about some stupid birthday party?
Who cares?
So what?
You'll never forget the people you hurt when you were high.
This kid died from using illegal drugs. And this kid died from using prescription painkillers. Now you tell me, which one's more dead? Talk to your kids about prescription drug abuse.
Life doesn't rewind. So if your child is drinking and smoking pot, stop them while you still can.
Jessica! We need to talk.
There's help.
Your kids might think they know everything about crystal meth. You really can. Go to drugfreeamerica.org.
This is my blog entry. I started using meth after high school. It made me more and more depressed. Voices told me my family would be better off without me. I tried to hang myself in a barn with a rope, but my convulsions made it break. So I took a rifle, put it under my chin, and pulled the trigger.
When Warren turned 16, he smoked crack to celebrate. He wanted to start a new life. That's exactly what he did.
Steroids can really damage your body. They can cause tendons to tear and bones to stop growing, damage kidneys, destroy the liver, even cause heart attacks and strokes. Not to mention something else they can do to a guy's body. Find out more about the dangers of using steroids. Visit drugfree.org.
In a roadside study, 1 in 3 reckless drivers who were tested for drugs tested positive for marijuana. It's more harmful than we all thought.
Autopsy report. Case number 00. The body is that of a well-developed, well-nourished adult Caucasian female. The body is open in the usual manner with a Y-shaped incision. The lungs are 910 grams together. The brain is 1,460 grams. The pericardial surfaces of the 280-gram heart are smooth, glistening, and unremarkable. It is my opinion that the death of Daniel C. Hurd is due to acute drug intoxication. The only drug present in her system was ecstasy.
I'm Troy Noel. I was married to Brad Noel, the singer of Sublime. Brad died of a heroin overdose. Jake's been robbed of having a wonderful person to be his father. Educate yourself. Heroin kills, period. We miss him, and we'll miss him forever, and don't let anyone miss you.
Welcome to heroin. Enjoy your stay.
You are stronger than the rest and know it. The days and nights back you like bricks. You own the bones and the magic. You are more powerful than pain.
Yo, you want to play some baseball? No, thanks. I'm gonna chill. Dude, Wanna do some rock and roll tonight? Nah, I'm just gonna hang. Hey man, wanna do some skateboarding at the mall? Nah, I'm not into it.
You thought smoking pot would take you places you'd never been. So how come you're going nowhere?
This is David. Oh, hi. This is what David's done. David went to college. Sorry, Annapolis. David taught himself to play piano, the sax, even the bagpipes. Well, maybe not the bagpipes. David was NBA Rookie of the Year. He's also been to the Olympics twice. David even became a naval officer. David's sure done a lot. But you know one thing David's never done? Drugs. David doesn't do drugs. Maybe that's why he's done so much.
Smoking weed is kind of like playing hockey without your gear. You're not in the game. It can slow you down and mess you up. So don't take a hit you're not ready for. Stay away from weed.
You think saying no to marijuana makes you look stupid. This is what saying yes looks like. Marijuana. Yeah, right.
This is my friend Rodney. This is my friend Rodney on heroin. This is Rodney on heroin. Rodney on heroin. Rodney on heroin. Rodney on heroin. Rodney. That was my friend Rodney.
In case you've forgotten how big America's drug problem is, here's a little reminder.
There are a lot of different ways to say no to drugs.
Do you want to get high?
Man, get that joint on my face! That joint on my face!
Chronic's no joke, it could ruin my rep. I can't phase the blunt, so yo, I gotta step.
How dare thou ask me to smoke at that filthy marijuana? Nay, I say to thee! Nay! No matter how you say it. Nah, we cool. They'll understand.
What would you do if a stranger talked to you?
I wouldn't talk to them because it might be bad.
Very good. And what would you tell someone playing with matches?
I would tell them not to play with them because they might start a fire.
Wow. How come you know so much?
My mommy told me.
Oh, and what did your mommy tell you about drugs?
Your children are listening. Are you talking?
You might take meth because of how it feels. But this is how it feels to your heart. The only difference is you can't rebuild a heart.
I used to have a perfect life. I had a beautiful wife, 3 kids, a big house. When things got a little bit slow at work, I decided to take on a second job. And that's when I got introduced to meth. And I'm here to tell you what meth did to me. It took my life.
Drugs are really fun, aren't they?
I witnessed him have 2 heart attacks in ICU. He went through seizures.
We'd much rather have Aaron like this than dead. A lot of parents don't have that luxury.
He can't talk. He can't walk. This is a condition Aaron will live with for the rest of his life because he abused prescription pills.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Sarpy County 911.
I need help.
Where are you at?
Well, ma'am, I don't know exactly, but I'm freezing, and my girlfriend's here freezing.
Mike, I want to help you so bad, hon. I want to find out where you're at.
My phone's just about to die. You're my last chance here. We're scared. Please help us.
Think these drug dealers look bad? They're nothing compared to one guy who tried to get me to use drugs. It was really tough saying no to him, because he was my best friend.
Yeah, I like kids. Couldn't run my business without them. First, look for someone smart. Then just bring them along. Maybe buy him some sneakers. He'll do anything for you. Be a lookout. Hold your stash. So what if he gets caught? Long as it's not me, I'll just get me another one. Project's full of kids.
Now that you know what a drug dealer thinks of you, what do you think of him?
You think 30 seconds of this is hard to take? Try 30 years. If you're sniffing stuff to get high, there's something you should know. Sniffing can do more than damage your body. It can damage your brain.
Son, your mother and I have to talk to you.
It's important.
Marijuana. The wacky weed, it is bad. Of this I know, believe your dad. Remember this, it's your decision, but marijuana can lead to prison.
Any way you choose to talk with your kids about drugs is a good way. Call for your free brochure.
Honey, we'd like to...
Your father and I.
Honey, let's talk.
Here goes. 5, 6, 7, 8. We know you're getting older.
We're not sure what to say,
We're completely clueless.
but we'll wing it anyway.
We're singing a song, doing a dance.
I'm wearing gold lame pants.
This is what we call the big drug talk.
Relax. Talking to your kids about drugs and alcohol doesn't have to be a big production. Learn more at timetotalk.org.
This is what music does to people. And this is what heroin does to music.
Every 5 minutes, a baby is born in the United States exposed to crack. Do crack while you're pregnant, and your baby may be affected for life.
You are the thumbs and the eyes. You are the energy and the shine. You are the hope and the voice. You are the rhythm and the gift. You are the open and the steady. You are the angel and the fist. You are the universe. You are the universe.
This is my parents' house, East Brunswick, New Jersey, just suburb of the city, you know, my house where I grew up. I've stolen jewelry from the house, that belongs to my parents. I've stole my CD player from my parents, or I'll go into any store. I'll steal anything worth any value that I know I can sell. I don't think about the food I need. I don't think about maybe saving some money for, a hotel room for the night. It's just, I need a bag. That's it. I moved out of my family's house into my own apartment, and I couldn't afford to pay the rent there anymore, and I ended up on the street, living on the street, stealing so I could do dope. I've lost interest in everything I was ever interested in. I had lots of hobbies and things I like to do. My only interest now is drugs, and how am I gonna do the drugs? And I'm always worried about if I don't have the drugs I need, I'm gonna be sick. And so my only interest is keeping from being sick. And that's it. It's not me now. I've turned into a different person. I've turned into just, it's just a shell of me, a shell of what I used to be. Physically, I'm still me, but it's like the real me is dead inside. It's gone.
I guess I didn't really think about it, what was gonna happen. I ended up buying heroin, and I used, then I lost my job. I had to go on the street, and now I have sex with men for money, support my habit. I wish I didn't have to be like this, because there was a time, before this. I don't want to get back there.
You might not want to be involved in the war on drugs, but make no mistake, if you're a parent, you've been drafted. Call for a free parent's guide to drug prevention. 1-800-624-0100.
seen what drugs can do to people. If it doesn't kill you, it'll kill your soul.
Drugs are nowhere, and I'm talking from experience.
I've probably been through everything, done everything, took everything, and I can sure tell you that drugs are no way to go.
Don't lose your friends. Don't lose yourself. Don't be a fool. It's no way to rock.
Well, there's this girl on my block. Every time I see her, she asks me to get high. And every time I tell her that I'm not into that. She says all the kids are doing it. If that's true, then why doesn't she find someone else to do it with?
Can you find the drug pusher in this picture? It's hard to believe kids this young are at risk because someone their age may be offering them drugs. Someone they think is their friend. Talk to your kids about drugs. Tell them that anyone who offers them drugs is not a friend.
In 6th grade, about 1 in 13 kids have tried pot. In 7th, about 1 in 5. Be sure your kids know you don't want them to use drugs.
He looked me right in the eye and said, "No, Mama, I ain't doing no drugs." I knew that boy was lying straight to my face. And the money, I was afraid to know. But what can you do? Pushes on every corner, crack babies, killing babies. Mama? Take this down to the funeral parlor. No, I'm going with you. I had my eyes shut when they got Jimmy, but I'll be damned if they get their hands on you.
Hi, Chris. It's Mom. Look, honey, I've got a lot of work to do, so I won't be home until late again. Just do the usual, you know, fix yourself a little something, anything you want. Oh, and I left some money for you on the counter. Use it for whatever you like. Now, Dad won't be home until Tuesday. He says hi. Oh, and somebody told me you quit soccer. Is anything wrong? Well, just leave me a note. Love you. Bye.
One year ago, our country fought to save a tiny nation. But we'd just like to remind you that there's another tiny nation worth fighting for. And this fight is far from over.
Your kids might be able to hide their drugs from you, but they can't hide the facts. Go to drugfreeamerica.org.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Mike. Mike?
Smoking marijuana impairs your judgment. It's more harmful than we all thought. This is Trey, this his crew. Here he is, what he do? Sitting here hugging the block and smoking weed. Hands spinning on the clock, look at Trey, he never leaves. Just sit day and day and day and day. Do his time, listen to his man's rhyme. Tell him how to be a man. He listens out, but ain't got no plan. He only listens, never plays, never think, never say what he wants or what he needs. Just sit some more and smoke that weed. I wonder if he'll ever leave.
Hey, what time are you coming home from school then?
Same time right after school.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Each day, Maria is cast out upon the land.
Excuse me, 5 minutes, you smoke a little cheap or something?
I don't know, you know, he always smokes Buddha and stuff like that.
Don't worry about it. It's a really nice experience.
Look, I'm just not with that.
Why are you getting so upset? Don't worry about it.
Because I don't want to look stupid and strung out like you.
And when she returns from her journey, she is one day stronger, one day wiser, one day freer. Be strong, and you will be free. Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Brain damage. Heart damage. Death. Some of the most dangerous drugs aren't on the street. They're under your sink. Protect your kids. Tell them never to sniff inhalants. Because just one time can kill. Set rules. Be firm. They'll listen.
I never thought in a million years that smoking pot would escalate into what it did. I was kicked out of my house. My mother kicked me out, and I was living down the street, and I needed money to get high. There was a lady with a Walkman on. It looked like an easy target. So I went up to her, and I grabbed the bag from her, and we fought. I threw her down, and I ran away with the bag. You know, I think that was really the worst thing I did. I got this lady's bag, and we're going to get high.
First drug I did was pot. I didn't think I would ever have a real problem with it. I thought I would just hang out with my friends and smoke pot and drink or whatever on the weekends, things like that. But after a while it got worse and I started doing it more. And then I started doing it by myself. It led me into other drugs. It's like a doorway, because once I started and then it wasn't enough and I did more. I also smoked crack, hash, angel dust, everything. I never thought I would be like that. Like, I was stupid. You have to think about your consequences.
And here comes Chris Hill, 4 feet 6 out of Jefferson Elementary, a confident young man with a great stride, but, uh-oh, he might be in trouble now.
Hey, Chris. Wanna get high? No way, man. That stuff's for losers.
Oh, what a move! Chris Hill never hesitates, just blows past that guy. Bob?
You're right, Mike. Look, Chris is known for his great head shake. Then he shifts his weight to the right foot, finds a hole, and zip, he's out of there.
Spectacular, just spectacular. This kid's got a bright future.
We're definitely here. Oh my god, so excited. Go. You have to get your nose, your eyebrows. 200% off. Who you're gonna be? Forget this? Maybe on the belly button. We don't even look so cool. Eyebrows. And your lips. That'd be awesome.
You really think so? Maybe just my nose.
Your friends can't talk you into doing something you really don't want to.
Next.
Or can they?
You'll be known as the coolest person.
Don't want to? Don't have to.
I'm out of here.
Check it out. I got down there early. There, I'm walking in. What do you mean? Ow. Ow. Big white. Ow. Aye.
These kids are morons, right? They'll smoke or do anything, man. Anything they think's hip.
Opens up his jacket. It's like a medicine cabinet, bro. You know? Oh my God! I get in there. He's like
$5. $5 for, blue caps, something like that.
Got it. Then you sell them bigger later.
Yeah, for free this time. No, Al will hook you up. Peer pressure.
I mean, I'm doing pretty good. I mean, look at me. I turned out okay. You gotta use your brains, right?
Yeah. We're gonna hook Pedro up, man. Yeah, he'll puke a little bit. It'll be good for him, though. He will hook you. What's up? Your eyes are like, ah!
One joint contains as much cancer-causing tar as 4 cigarettes. Marijuana, it's more harmful than we all thought.
We've been best friends forever. Would you ever think I'd be the one doing drugs? One day, it could happen. If it does, I hope you stay away from me.
You and I made a promise. We'd never do drugs. But what if one day I messed up and broke our promise? Just because I did something stupid doesn't mean you have to.
Keep smoking crack, and eventually you'll be left with nothing.
Mamas like you make my job so easy when you don't tell your children just how deadly crack is. But my baby's too young, you say. Yeah, and I'm hooking them younger every day. But they don't have the money, you say. Huh. Once my customers get hooked on crack, they lie, cheat, and steal to get more. So thanks for not telling Junior about guys like me. I just love getting first crack out.
I remember this kid, Terrence. He was the most incredible player I've ever seen. I'd go into work and come out, and Terrence would still be there, practicing his foul shots. I stopped and just watched him. He made 76 baskets in a row. Terrence thought he'd only smoke crack once. That's too bad. I would have cheered for him in the NBA.
I came from California and moved to New York and decided that I was going to be a model. You know, I wanted to be famous. I wanted to go around the world. First time I did dope was in Italy. I started shooting it in the States. My life became so insane. You know, it was no life at the end. It was just pain.
Drugs are talking to your kids. Are you? Find the right words at drugfree.org.
You know how we talk about those stupid kids who do drugs? What if I turned into one of them? I don't want you to do drugs too. But don't do something dumb just because I did.
Drugs are talking to your kids. Are you? Find the right words at drugfree.org. Drugs are talking to your kids.
I was a normal kid, you know, Little League Baseball. I was 11 years old, and I used to see these kids smoking, puffing weed. You want to take a hit? Nah, what, you a punk? Nobody got in my face like that. I wanted to try it. I was curious. Took my first hit, and I was like this. I took that first hit, and I was looking at the sun, and yo, the sun looked brighter. My man gave me some cookies, and yo, cookies tasted better. I used to walk in a health class, and the teacher would be like,
Marijuana is a gateway drug. If you smoke marijuana, you will be more likely to do other drugs such as acid, cocaine, speed, ecstasy.
whatever, I can handle it. I was different. I wasn't like those other potheads. Because I'm super dude. Because I can smoke more weed than you and still do my homework. They say marijuana's a gateway drug, yo. It opened up the floodgates. When I was angry, I took a hit. Nothing mattered after a while. When I was bored, I took a hit. They killed me inside. I was heartbroken. I took a hit. When I was frustrated, I took a hit. I started smoking crack. Started shooting dope. Guns in my mouth. Got stabbed. All from drugs. That first hit, yo, started it all off.
You don't want to smoke weed. Turning down friends can be tricky.
Hey, Mike. Want some?
No way, man. That stuff's illegal.
Hey, Mike. Want some?
I'm allergic.
Hey, Mike. Want some?
No. I gotta stay level.
Mike. Want some?
Time out. It's just not for me.
It's cool.
Be confident. Be honest. Just be yourself.
I'm a person just like you.
Straight edge, it's about inside. It's what's inside that counts.
But I've got better things to do.
I'm rebelling against drugs mainly. I can't stand them, I can't stand beer, I can't stand any of that.
Then sit around and smoke dope.
About a good 20 of my friends are straight edge. We're the black sheep. We're the ones veering off from the crowd being different.
Because I know that I can cope.
My friend Pete Edge, he's what really put me onto straight edge. He really helped me out.
Laugh at the thought of eating lewds.
My mind has become much more open than before I was straight edge.
Laugh at the thought of sniffing glue.
All these kids, they like look down upon straight edge as, wow, you guys suck. How do you have fun without the drugs?
Always gonna keep in touch. Never want to use a crutch.
We're just a bunch of kids that want to have positive attitude. We want to express ourselves, enjoy our youth, and have fun.
I've got the straight edge.
Kids are gonna listen to other kids, no matter what. I'm straight edge. I live my life no matter how much harassment I get. I'm still gonna stay straight edge.
I'm a person just like you.
Straight edge started in Washington, D.C. in 1981 with a band called Minor Threat. They didn't need drugs, they didn't need to smoke, so that was basically straight edge.
But I've got better things to do.
I've been straight edge for about 2 years. I don't want to intoxicate myself.
And then sit around and fuck my head.
A lot of people, think that, you need drugs to have a good time.
Hang out with the living dead.
Once you're straight edge, you can see things a lot clearer. I don't do drugs, I don't drink, I don't smoke, so that's what's important to me.
Snort white shit up my nose.
Pass out at the shows.
It's pretty much a movement. It's moving all different directions, and there's kids with all different ideas, and ideas are always going to grow.
I don't even think about speech.
That's something I just don't need. The way I look at straight edge, it's about helping one another.
I've got straight edge.
An egg in a frying pan or whatever. This is your brain on drugs. Like, how much of an impact is that going to have on you? I mean, I don't know of anything else, before 1981 that's done that much to bring kids together to be drug-free as much as straight edge has.
Hi, it's Patsy here. I've got a great way to protect your kids from drugs. They like pets, right? Why not get them a drug-sniffing dog like Carl? He's wonderful. He's ex-military. He's vicious. The kids are terrified.
Hey, Carl.
Down, boy. It's tough love.
Don't be a patsy. Learn a better way from the partnership and our community partners.
If you suspect your teen is using a cell phone to connect to drugs, don't ignore the signs. Go to the partnership at drugfree.org.
Hi, Patsy here again. Did you know that kids take drugs right out of your medicine cabinet? Which is why I've taken all the labels off our prescriptions.
Honey, are these your prescription hormone pills or mine?
You have the orange one. I'm sorry.
Don't be a patsy. Learn a better way from the partnership and our community partners.
Ooh, those are bad. Hi, it's Patsy. Today I'm going to demonstrate the Patsy Pat Down. It's a way to check your kids for drugs without them even knowing it. Hi, Dad. Give me a hug, honey. I love you. That's a nice purse. Okay.
Don't be a patsy. Learn a better way from the partnership and our community partners.
Spend time with your children and encourage them to feel comfortable telling you about their problems. Because just talking to your child is only half the job. Paid for by Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
My name is Alana Obi. I see my family out there. They're all my children, they're all my kids. They may not be my children biologically, but they are still my family. The playgrounds used to be infested, but now my children have a place to play. We bond together and we take care of the problem. See, once you have a family bond, it's like nothing can break through that. It's worth the effort. As long as there's breathing life in this neighborhood, it's worth the effort. We're watching. This is my block. This is my family.
Okay, kids. Why are drugs bad for you?
I know. Drugs make you mean to everybody like a monster. Then you get real sick and skinny like a skeleton, and you can even die. Yeah, Mom and Dad will be so sad they'll cry for a long time.
That's right, kids. So don't buy them. Okay, kids. Why are drugs bad for you?
I know. Drugs make you mean to everybody like a monster. Then you get real sick and skinny like a skeleton, and you can even die. Yeah, Mommy and Daddy will be so sad they'll cry for a long time.
That's right, kids. So don't buy them.
Hi, Patsy here. Today I'm going to show you a place where you can talk to your kids about drugs without any distractions.
What are you doing?
Evan, do you know what weed is?
Get out of here, I'm naked!
Can't take no for an answer. Kevin, do you know what weed is?
You're so lame, get out!
Getting their attention's half the battle. We did that. Great progress here, guys.
Get out!
Don't be a patsy. Learn a better way at drugfree.org.
Hold it. Okay. This might pinch a little bit. Try to relax.
Sometimes taking care of yourself means doing some uncomfortable things. The same goes for taking care of your kids. Parent Up. Go to timetotalk.org for help with talking to your kids about drugs.
Just go away. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go away! Just leave me alone!
Dan thought it would help him stay up and study. He's been up for 2 days.
Matt's best friend told him it would help him pick up girls. He's no longer with us, and Matt thinks he's the lucky one.
Emily thought meth would get rid of her problems. Now she's addicted on top of those problems.
Don't burn your life away. Meth, it can kill you, or worse.
I just wanted to be like the other guys. Everybody was doing it, and no one was getting hurt. And I'm not gonna lie, it felt real good. Once in a while, it became every day, and then twice a day. I'm never stopping now. Friends? Yeah, well, they weren't very good friends, were they? Like I said, I just wanted to fit in.
As a parent, sometimes it's hard to believe your kids listen to a word you say. So when it comes to drugs and alcohol, it can be tempting to say nothing at all. But you actually have tremendous influence. So it's a simple choice. In this hand, how to make your kids more likely to get involved with drugs. In this one, how you can help them stay away from drugs.
To do drugs. Be a mentor.
Hi, Patsy here, and I'm here with my son Kevin and his Uncle Ron, who's going to talk to us about drugs. Thank you for coming, Uncle Ron.
Okay.
Anytime you're ready, Uncle Ron.
So, Kev, do you got any drugs?
Ron, what the heck was that?
I mean, you said ask him about drugs.
Don't be a patsy. Learn a better way from the partnership and our community partners.
After Kylie used coke, she stopped caring about school, friends, or who she had to steal from to get more of it. The story of addiction is all too familiar, but you can change it.
Sleeping in, Dad?
If you or someone you know is in recovery from addiction, share your story with the partnership at drugfree.org, because your story can change someone else's.
We're Everclear, just your average band of losers and one-hit wonders. You know, when I was a kid, it was always assumed that drugs were cool. I'd do any drug on the table. It didn't matter what it was. Man, I was wrong. Never talk about the damage it's going to do to you physically and mentally. It takes your life away from you. I threw away 14 years of my life. Sad. I used to be a stupid rock and roll cliche. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anybody. Figure it out for yourself. I don't know what else to say.
My mom's a hardcore enabler. I first realized it when she said we should have a party at our house.
So, what? Are we gonna have fun tonight? You ready? Yeah. Okay, just like
She even got my dad to say okay. They're teenagers. She knew there was gonna be drinking, but
Call me Debbie, please.
she never really said anything about it.
Girls, are you doing okay?
She's so hooked on enabling that my friends think she's their buddy.
So you want to try it?
She doesn't care. Why should I?
Enabling is a drug. Get help. The partnership at drugfree.org.
Kids don't come with instructions on keeping them drug-free. But if they did, this is what they'd say. Call to find out what else you can do.
I am 107.5% comfortable with myself. Because right now, I see myself as a strong-willed individual, and I don't need anything bringing me down. I like to stay that natural high. It's beautiful. You can be cool like I am and have fun, and I don't smoke marijuana, so let's see, perfect example.
Look at her face. She's good. She's good. Go back.
Grab her arm.
Yes.
Her face is so amazing. What is she on? Nice. You can pick up when she wakes up.
She's like a puppet. She's so gone right now.
Did she just pass out here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so messed up. He's trashed.
Come on, let's go back to the party.
Oh, she's gonna have such a headache in the morning. Yeah, leave her right here. Awesome.
It'd be better if I had cancer. And you wouldn't tell me what I'm going through is just a phase. You wouldn't see my condition as a lack of willpower, but the disease that it truly is. There'd be walks, telethons, campaigns to raise funds to end it. If I had cancer, you'd understand I need treatment, not a lecture.
Yo, man, why you holding on me, dude? Because I can. Yo, look, check it out. We about to go get twisted. Y'all coming or what? Nah, man, I gotta hit the books, man. All right, well. All right. Look, you happy. All right, man. Yeah, see you guys. Can I get a check?
Nah. We straight.
Thanks, man.
I feel like I don't even know you anymore. You break curfew. You don't answer your phone. And look what you did to your mother's car. What were you thinking? This isn't you. How much is that gonna cost? Look at this.
Yo, you left this at the party last night.
Honey, this is your mother. I want you to listen to the sound of my voice. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Don't do drugs. Drugs are very, very bad. Don't.
So let me get this straight. You recorded your own voice, and you play it for your daughter.
Yes, while she's sleeping.
Okay, well, she's probably gonna have questions. You should have some answers.
Learn how to talk to your kids about drugs at timetotalk.org.
Now, I hope you don't think you talk about drugs once, and then your kids are safe. You gotta live it. Nancy.
I brought something. You're gonna love it.
Hey, this is Nancy. I can't get to my phone right now, but leave a message and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. And if this is my son Kevin, don't do drugs. Thank you.
Okay, Nancy, I don't really think that counts as a conversation. Moving on.
Learn how to talk to your kids about drugs at timetotalk.org.
How to talk to your kids about drugs.
All right. So the car is a great place to talk to your kids. I mean, it's not like they can go anywhere, right? John, why don't you be the dad, and I'll be your son?
All right. Should I just play myself, or do you want me to be the cool dad?
Cool dad?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Let me break it to you guys gently. Your kids don't think you're cool. You're their ATM. They tolerate you. Let's get back to it.
Learn how to talk to your kids about drugs at timetotalk.org.
Don't do drugs, you'll end up like a thug, and you'll make your mother sad, and you make your father mad. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Don't toe that line. You'll think it's just one time you start doing crack, and you'll have a heart attack. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. And you'll make your mother sad.
Thank you, Linda. Have you ever tried just talking?
Learn how to talk to your kids about drugs at timetotalk.org.
Baba Black Sheep, have you any eat?
Yes, sir, first it's free.
They push it on anybody, they push it every day. They push it on the little boy who lives down the way. Baba Black Sheep, have you any eat?
Yes, sir, first it's free.
Do you know what your kids know about drugs? Need help? Get help. Visit our website at drugfree.org.